The learning component of the model includes crafting classroom activities according to the best principles of promoting learning. The principles of learning are active involvement, patterns and connections, informal learning, direct experience, reflection, compelling situation, frequent feedback, and enjoyable setting. More information on this can be found in the Technology as Facilitator of Quality Education model. The students in this resource classroom are learning about Alaska. They display active involvement as they participate in the introductory activities for the lesson. The students have to imagine that an orange represents the Earth. Then they draw the United States, Canada, and Alaska on it.
You have to make it down here lower.
So where should you draw Alaska?
Right. If you get it drew a crease right there, you guys should come like down here towards the bottom, sort of, like it does.
All right. So what's above United States, boys? What country?
Canada.
Canada.
The teacher then leads a discussion about Alaska, and the students share what they have learned about dog sledding.
Can anyone share with me the things you've learned about dog sledding? What are some of the things you have learned about it? Mike?
The speed and how many dogs they need to use for a race, because sometimes they're so fast it whips them off the sled.
And how many dogs do they usually need? Six.
The students establish patterns and connections in their learning as they search the internet for information on Alaska. They use critical thinking skills to compare, refine, and select information from the website to answer the questions on a worksheet.
Still careful breeding over decades has produced dogs with telltale.
And let's just check the word out.
Telltale.
Telltale, you're fine.
Telltale
Physiques.
For one thing, the best sled pulling dogs have quick,
Efficient.
Gaits, are remarkable strengths for their size. You rarely see a really good sled dog over about 55 pounds, says Rania.
Speculating.
Huskies have sensitive what?
What is
Paws.
Paws? Very. Feet or paws, right.
I put paws because we have feet. They have paws.
Feet, and you could put it down either way. Okay, and what's our last question there?
What do they take and need?
Mark brought that up in just one of our, when we were talking. What were the two things that the dogs really need?
Those booties, a lot of love and care.
The students again establish patterns and connections as they create a story web using Inspiration graphic organizing software. They engage in critical thinking and sense-making when they recognize patterns and make connections among events from a story they have read and concepts they have learned in class.
How can we describe Willie? What was his characteristics? Who would describe? What's he like? What do you think he's like from what little bit we read?
Sleepy.
Sleepy?
Nice.
What would be some adjectives?
Careful.
Careful? All right. Tired? Okay. Yeah? Smart? Okay. What words are we going to type in there then, William, to describe Willie?
I don't know.
Because we named quite a few of them here.
Careful.
Careful.
Caring.
Caring.
Kind.
Kind. Yeah.
Like sports.
Like sports? What kind of sports do you think Willie likes?
Dog sledding.
Yeah.
The students create PowerPoint presentations to display what they have learned about Alaska. As they present their projects to the class, they are participatory and engaged in the learning process. This demonstrates active involvement.
This is where people were dying of a disease named diphtheria. It was a fast-spreading disease and dangerous, and the only medicine to help it was antitoxin, and it was in Nome, Alaska, and it started at 1925, and Balto's owner was Shed.
The teacher gives the students corrective feedback on how they could improve their communication during a presentation. The teacher's frequent feedback helps the students improve their performance.
Good That's good you guys are working together, because what's happening here, he has the mouse that he can click, and then you have the smart board that you can click. So you need to communicate back and forth with each other, you know, exactly who's going to do what, or else we have a couple clickings going on.
Okay.